Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So, Abraham is my favorite character on the Walking Dead show. He's been dead for a couple of years now, a little over a couple of years, but he's still my favorite character. He's pretty much my favorite character in all of television. He kind of changed me as a person. Like, I slightly became more like Abraham. I mean, I can do the handlebar mustache. Like, I got the facial hair for it. My hair's brown, but my beard's red, and it grows out really fast. And I stopped drinking and stuff like that. But I mean, there was a time there was a time where I was similar to him in that respect. Not saying I'm proud of that, but yeah. I mean, I really liked Michael Cudlett's performance as the character, and I really felt like, Abraham in the comics, he didn't live very long, and I was kind of just dreading his death because I felt like they had this really good, strong actor, and they should give him more. They should have him live longer, not just because the character was just so likable and interesting, and I wanted to see him continue in the show, but because he got less material than he had in the comics. In the comics, Abraham's really like a short but sweet character. He doesn't live very long. He lasts about 45 issues, and they're on almost 200 issues, so you can imagine some people have forgotten about him. But when he was alive in the comics, he had a really big part. He had a lot of dialogue. He was in a lot of panels. He was connected to a lot of characters. He had a lot of story. He was like the Daryl to Rick in the comics, because in the comics Daryl doesn't exist. So Abraham was like the Daryl role. He had the Daryl role. He was like Rick's right hand man. And in the show they just kind of he was in the background a lot. He didn't have a lot of dialogue. He didn't have a lot of screen time. Daryl had a lot of screen time and whoop-de-doo. I mean, if you're going to have a character as awesome as Abraham, I feel like you should give him some spotlight and maybe give Daryl a little less, like have Daryl share the pie with everyone else, especially if they're not going to live very long and Daryl's going to live forever. I mean, that's just me. And I understand that they couldn't necessarily give Abraham that role in the comics, like Rick's close friend, but they could have given Abraham more material in another way. I just feel like he didn't have a lot of screen time. He didn't have a lot of material. He was funny. I mean, they gave him the one-liners, but I wanted more. Hell, I wanted more one-liners. I mean, the way Michael Cudlitz just says that all those dumb lines. I mean, they're dumb, but they're funny, but I just wanted more. I just wanted more of his character. And I feel like the writers kind of know that. The writers kind of know that they fucked up with him. And that's why they brought him back at the end of season 7 as a flashback with Sasha. And yeah, I think Michael Cudlitz directed one of the episodes of season 9. So, they're still kind of bringing him back every once in a while. But as for the question of will he come back in season 9, will he be a ghost, will he be a flashback, I don't think he will. I mean, I really don't understand why they didn't give him a scene with Rick in Rick's last episode. I mean, if Michael Cudlitz is directing an episode of the show in season 9, they're obviously still talking to him. Why couldn't they ask him to be with Shane, Herschel, and Sasha and be one of the dead ghosts that talk to Rick and Rick's hallucinations? I don't know. But I don't think they're going to bring him back in season 9. Maybe season 10. I don't know. One of the problems is that, one of the closest characters that Abraham was closest to was Sasha. Sasha's dead. Abraham was starting to become friends with Rick right before he died. They had like a nice little scene together, but Rick's not on the show anymore either. you know, Abraham was close to Eugene and Rosita, but I feel like those characters have kind of moved on from him with time. I mean, they still remember him, and they'll never completely forget him, but they've kind of moved on a little bit. So I don't see how the ghost of Abraham is going to have this Lion King Simba like type shit. I don't see it, especially with Eugene, because Eugene's just, he's so focused on himself. He's so self-absorbed. I don't think he's going to have like a ghost Abraham talking sense into him or anything like that. It would be nice. I mean, believe me, I want Abraham back in whatever capacity possible. I want Michael Cudlitz back in whatever way possible. I mean, I wish they kept him alive for another couple of seasons. Kill him off, sure, but keep him alive longer, like a couple of years longer, and then kill him. But I mean, that's over and done with. You know, there's no going back in time on that one. And I do think that they will eventually bring him back in flashbacks or as a ghost, but probably not in season 9 because I just don't think there's a place for it, especially with the Whisperers and with that threat looming over the characters. There's not a place for some random Abraham flashback, Abraham ghost type thing. Maybe season 10, you know, maybe they can do that in season 10. But if they didn't bring him back for Rick's hallucinations, I don't think they're going to bring him back in the next 10 episodes of season 9. Maybe season 10. I don't know. Believe me, I want it more than anyone else, but I have to be realistic. I don't think there's a place for it in the story, so they might just have to do it in season 10. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Anyway, with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.